And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit. I was trying to type it in TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same, like cook, cracking the same, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more is good. Content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Not legit though. Excuse me, you can't get nobody's Collegito, big dog. Like, comment, subscribe for all this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Knowledge, you can't get nobody's Collegito. Hit the subscribe button, become part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Knowledge you can't get in college, big dog. Make sure y'all get into that and drop a comment. But before you drop a comment, get in the Free the Trappers over there on Crenshaw and King, man. Shout out to Free the Trappers. Get in the Free the Trappers on Crenshaw and King. Make sure y'all get that Rich Trapper, Trap Lottie, Trap Packington. Rich Trapper, Trap Lottie, Trap Pack. Get into that if you ain't got into that. That Rich Trapper, Trap Lottie, Trap Pack. Get into that if you ain't got into that. And make sure you drop a comment because the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers will get a, the best comment between now and 20,000 subscribers will get a 150, the best comment between now and 100, the best comment between now and 20,000 subscribers will get a $150 cash app. The top commenter between now and 50,000 subscribers will get a $1,000 cash app. $500 from your boy. $500 from T. Rellington over there on Back on Fig. Can you dig my nigga? Get into that if you ain't got into that. Shout out to Say So to Mac. Anyway, let me start about Daria. Foul ass. She ain't never gave care about bareback cuff her. She be sucking raw dog. She ain't never. Never mind. Told her how to steal a rollie when she gonna trick. Don't worry about it. 2 times for a P. If you know, you know. You feel me? If you got to beat her, you don't need her, but always bleed her until you can't. Never mind. Never mind. Jump in the air, stay there until I tell you to come down. And when you do, drop the comment if you know the rest. Tie that flea to a tree and pull that thing, big dog. And you know love ain't nothing but 2 mother chuckers feeling sorry for each other. So anyway, a little bit of free game for you on Tuesday. Game God bless your boy. Anyway, we finna jump into the content, man. We got Bricc Baby apologizing to banning the ATK members from Atlanta and the Carolinas. Bricc Baby is into it with the Action Turtle Kids. We finna jump into the content. Let's go.
Yo, speaking of Carolina, look at you. I was tuned in last night. It's not easy to get the 22 so to watch a 30-minute Instagram live call. But you and GMK had me going. We went crazy. Man, he must hate General Motors with that name. Yeah. He's a Ford man.
He must hate General Motors. That name is hilarious.
He's a Ford man. He's a Ford man. He's having a good morning. For only riding dick. That's what Ford means. Oh, wow. But no shade. But because I just thought about who we was talking about. Yeah, so many people are probably like dying to hear us address that topic. But it's kind of weird because when I watch that Instagram live, I'm hearing this dude blaming me and like acting as if Bricc was just wilding because he's in front of me. I wasn't here for any of the shit about Youngeen Ace's crew, the Fulio shit, the GMK, however it came from our conversation. But I don't think I was around for any of it. Well, no, they clipped us talking about it. That's where it started from. A clip from the Tuesday. The original.
The great Meatloaf King, GMK. Action Turtle. He got the Action Turtle Kids led by the great Meatloaf King.
Conversation from the
I want to say this though. Shout out to ATK. Shout out to Bricc Baby. Shout out to GMK. Shout out to Youngeen Ace. I love the fact that they made peace. You know what I'm saying? It's jokes. It's jokes. Don't be upset with me. Jokes.
previous Tuesday show, yes, but the extended version of that, the banning from the Carolinas. Yeah. I invented Atlanta. He said I wasn't around for any of that stuff, so I was like, kind of have to fill in the pieces. Bricc Baby is Andre 3000's big homie.
Bricc Baby inventing the whole city is wild.
No, see, that's where we gotta listen. We're talking about something else. I can't get into detail. We're not talking about they city and who runs what over there. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not from Atlanta. But my influence in Atlanta created a whole other wave.
This is true.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But people who don't know, ain't nobody the king of your city. But when it comes to what I'm talking about, I invented it.
You were an innovative trapper.
something like that.
You just wink at me? What the fuck?
It made you blush.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do it.
Third eye blind.
But, I mean, okay, wait. Was your main contribution to Atlanta, did you invent drug dealing in Atlanta, or did you innovate in the drug dealing field, or are you talking about you brought some of the organizations, the gangs, if you will? I don't know why I'm holding my tongue. The gang stuff.
Snitchiana. Whoa. Bricc, be careful. You watching your YSL on trial right now. Please don't say anything incriminating.
To Atlanta.
Plead the sixth.
I mean, I feel like you've said stuff like that to me before, but I can't really fully remember.
Well, you could look from like
The only thing is, like, you know, that's some other shit. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't finna even get into that. But you
like,
around there, it's not the drug dealing.
from a documentary standpoint, and not anything that you need to say or anything that will possibly incriminate anybody, is the fact that you were the only rapper from LA that was a part of that huge ATL neo trap, melodic trap wave that started, and you like were very instrumental in that connection between LA and people
The
from
Bluetooth.
there you go. So, you know. And that's something that people really need to acknowledge, because there was nobody from LA out there like that. Like nobody.
And it was like a cultural change after that.
Yeah.
Or right before that, and then going into that. Like, it was a cultural change. Like, they didn't believe in certain things down there when I first got down there. Then they started believing in those things. You get what I'm saying? Like, that did...
This nigga sound like he went down there and set up a fucking cult, bro. You made them niggas drink the Kool-Aid? Sound like you went down there and set up a fucking cult. Like, this nigga set up his own religion of just flu, flammery, skullduggery, and tomfoolery, nigga. You made them niggas drink the Kool-Aid? What you put in that Kool-Aid? Got the people hypnotized.
Exist.
You made Pee Wee Longway join the blue team?
That's
You
my
invented
brother-in-law.
You created the blue M&M.
Blue M&M?
Air it out.
I didn't create nobody, but that's my brother-in-law. Yeah, we created each other.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, we fed off each other's energy and started NPA. You know what I mean?
But so, okay, wait.
Many positive aspirations, MPA. Many positive aspirations. I like that.
When you banned them from Atlanta and the Carolinas, like what? A lot of people heard that, and it's understandable why they went viral, because it's hard for people to imagine that somebody who lives in California would be able to have such a level of control over 3 different states on the other side of the country.
I said 3 states.
What did we get wrong about that?
I said 3 states. It's so many states that you could, like, name. Like, I said 3. I just was saying the surrounding areas of Georgia. Like, I'm saying, they take everything specific. And then you was in South Carolina. Like, y'all, I didn't know you had a show out there. They thinking that coincidentally I just said it because he's going out there this weekend. I'm not invested into that beef enough. I'm just telling you, you gonna have to go run into homies. They ran into homies out there. If I felt like I wanted blood out the situation.
This is where the situation is going to go bad, because instead of just keeping it humble and saying, hey, you know, it was no issue, blah, 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 we squashed it, y'all saw the live, we're going to let it go where it's going to go. Brick's going to say, if I wanted blood out the situation, I could have got blood out the situation. And they're going to respond with, nah, if you wanted blood, you wouldn't have got blood because blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that. And then they're going to go back and forth. And it will continue to forever be a pissing contest in an ego trippington for sure. It's a lot of ego trippington going on right here.
I would have got my ass on the plane and got blood off the rip.
It wasn't that serious.
And then they're going to say, nah, if you would have got on the plane, you would have got smoked, and blah, blah, blah this, and blah, blah, blah that. And that's it. They're not going to accept this. It's just going to forever continue because of these little, assumed to be sly remarks on both sides from both parties.
It never was that serious. When I was talking to my people everywhere, including out there, I'm telling them, like, nigga, that shit ain't that. Like, them little niggas just think they just created gangsters when they created them. Like, nigga, this shit been going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, get with him and put him on the phone. So the whole shit played to how I wanted it to play. Like, just put the niggas on the phone. I ain't tripping about all that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know Julio. Nigga, I'm not taking up for nobody. Like, every time I spoke on it, I didn't have no bias in the situation. You get what I'm saying?
But the root of all of this was you basically referencing a YouTube video that you saw that ended up being cap, and you were a little too quick to speak on it without realizing it was fake.
Yeah, I think I watched it the night before that we was talking about the shit, and I'm like, damn, you see, it's like, see, it really said like 26 people died in the area, but 6 of them was related to the people. You get what I'm saying? Like, alleged. And
So
I'm
basically,
watching it, and they bringing up little clips and shit, and I'm like, oh shit.
they're tripping on misinformation being spread, essentially, in their eyes. From like, because I don't understand really what.
Yeah, it sounds like they were just worried about misinformation being spread. Let's actually kind of just hit that one right on the head. They care about their image and their persona being disrespected and tarnished based upon false allegations that discredit their gangster. So, yeah.
Yeah. They like, you making us look bad on the biggest platform ever and all that. Hey, lady, look, it made you smile when you heard that, when he said it, huh?
Well, it's like to them, for sure, this is like the alpha and omega.
Yeah,
right? This is
so basically, I got where they was coming from, like, but at the end of the day, I knew where they was coming from off the rip. It was like, you just putting too much on that. When you like, nigga, whoop, ain't nobody died and all that, like, nigga, what? Yeah, like, what is you talking about? Like, the situation got thrown out the window. It had nothing to do with fucking Julio and who got killed at that point. It's like, nigga, who the fuck is you talking to?
Is there any of these
Like, who are you talking to?
Are there any of these Jews that are involved in this back and forth with you that are older than 25 years old?
Yeah, the age gap is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, nigga, you in here beefing with these damn kids. Sit your ass down somewhere, Bricc.
The age gap
They
is
calling
crazy.
you old and shit.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, bro, I'm not beefing with my nephews, nigga. What are y'all talking about?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then they finna be like, you ain't my uncle. I ain't your nephew. This is gonna be a forever back and forth.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, they like, yeah, Peter Rollock. Like, whoop, whoop. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is that? But nigga, I didn't know. See, this how out of tune they are with the gang politics. They up under the double M as sex, money, murder. I didn't know that Pistol Pete is who he was talking
You
about.
talking about East, like New
Yeah,
York
he talking
shit?
about
Like,
pistol, two gun pistol.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that you was talking about double M.
Shout out to that guy and those who don't. Shout out to that guy and those guys. Got a lot of love for the New York guys.
Pete, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know.
What I will say is, this is what I will say, and this is a fact. Please, nobody be offended. Trigger warning. East Coast gang members, trigger warning, but this is a hard fact. Saying that on the West Coast does not have the same intensity as a West Coast Blood or a West Coast Crip making a claim to their gang would have on the East Coast. There has yet to be a gang that started in any place outside of Los Angeles, outside of the BPS, but they actually claim blood, so it's not the same situation as in Chicago. It's not the same type of stone situation in Chicago because there's a clear blood alliance and a clear blood, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a clear blood affiliation with the BPS in LA and, blah, blah, blah. So they don't just only push stones in Chicago. They don't have Bloods and Crips. I say all that to say this. There is no gang that has started anywhere else outside of Los Angeles that has then become a Los Angeles-based gang, whereas almost every Los Angeles-based gang does have subsections within other cities, other counties, other countries, other states, other things like that. So when you are, especially being from, where they're from, putting this into Brick's face, he's not expected to know this information as you are expected to know the information about the West Coast region, considering the fact that California, specifically Los Angeles, is where Bloods and Crips started. So anything that moves past that is a branch off the original tree of Los Angeles, California.
His last name was Rollock, so
I
he's
hear
like
Peter
Rollock.
Roll, I think it's something completely different.
Yeah, when he said, I thought he was saying Peter Rowe.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, damn, nigga, you
I thought he was talking some Grape Street shit too, for real, for real. Shout out to the Grapes.
saying on blood.
I thought he was talking about what kind of watch he had, right?
No.
But it was a reference to
He
who
said we
he
was throwing our Rollock. We was doing our Rollock. I guess they was throwing their guns or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I still, because, all right, bam, I didn't know it was him. I looked it up. I'm like, damn, he's so out of tune with politics. That shit don't exist over here.
Yeah, sex, money, murders in New York.
None of that shit
yeah,
exists.
right.
Nine Trey, all that, the
Yeah.
UB, whatever blood shit they got going, it don't exist over here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's no disrespect against those guys. There's no disrespect against what they have going on, but no, that doesn't exist within the Los Angeles region and the California region. So, again, we only know what is original to our city, which is by default what is original to the original Bloods and Crips.
We only really honor in our eyes, like, the people that branch off from us. The other shit ain't even
Right.
We washed our hands, but we not saying y'all not real gangbangers.
There's almost nobody in America who you can seriously.
That's the best way to say it. It's not to say that they're not real Bloods, and not to say that they're not real Crips. It's to say that the Los Angeles culture has really nothing to say about it outside of they are a branch of the Bloods and Crips, which originated in Los Angeles. However they do it is however they do it. There's no right or wrong way to do whatever it is that you do within your city. We don't necessarily understand it, but it's not our space or our place to understand it, and that's kind of that. You feel me? I feel like I covered all bases on that one.
Say has like a full understanding and grasp of the street politics in all of the different states, and that's just America.
Besides Traveler Ross.
Traveler Ross is somebody who, from an academic standpoint, might have made some inroads, but I mean, like, even the most deep in the weeds Southern California gangbangers, including dudes who are 50 plus who've had tons of time to study and learn about what's going on, they don't know what the fuck is going on in Florida. They might have like a little bit of an understanding, like from going there and shit like that, but then throw Atlanta in the mix, throw New York in the mix, throw Texas in the mix. Like, if you really want to understand all the street politics, like, there's not enough room in your brain to remember all that shit, dude, honestly.
Yeah, it is really time consuming at a certain point.
But see, I understand how the wind blow damn near in most spots. I'd have been to 30 states out of the 50, probably more than that. I'm not saying like tour dates. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like tour dates, I'd have stopped a little bit of everywhere. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? But I done been out there, like, and I kind of know how the wind blow. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm telling them is like, you just got to be careful how you know what I mean? And I understand what they saying. They like, oh yeah, you speaking on some shit. How the fuck I'm supposed to know?
Yeah.
Get mad at a reporter from Jacksonville that say some shit like that. Get mad at the Florida media. If a motherfucker in LA sitting here reporting on y'all shit, and it was like, I think they got what they wanted. They wanted a response. Because it wasn't Ace and them. It was the up-and-comings around them.
Right.
And that's why I said this don't go for Youngeen Ace. So everybody talk about, you said Youngeen Ace. Like, bro, I'm not trying to see another artist die due to internet drama. Period.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to fucking see it. I don't want to see nobody trying to get their money and feed their family, making millions, die due to bullshit.
Yeah, and like, what do people expect? Obviously, this is one of the biggest stories that happened in hip-hop this past month. People are going to talk about it. People are going to react. And people are going to pull from whatever information is available online. Most of that information is provided by y'all fools, yourselves. Y'all, and this isn't like specific to them, but just in general, people are putting out the information. They know that they want to get as much traction and virality as possible. So, if anything, like,
Beef with the biggest eye.
But don't you feel like, in terms of you quoting a video and basically like not doing enough research to make sure that it was accurate? I mean, that was the weird thing about seeing you on the FaceTime call or the Instagram live call with the GMK dude, is that it's like, I know you and I know you got a lot of pride and I know you don't want to apologize, but you did have to basically say like, yeah,
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Like, cuz I always take.
Look at Bricc, baby, admitting it's wrong. You don't always admit when you're wrong. But look at you taking the steps in this moment to admit when you're wrong. So we'll congratulate you on that. For sure.
I can't take it no other way. Now, had y'all reached out like, hey, big bro, you wrong, or hey, nigga, you wrong, that ain't what happened. That was, I would have DM'd you back like, oh, my bad, I'm going to clear it up if y'all want me to, or shit, now I know. You get what I'm saying? It was the video that threw like, wait, who the fuck is you talking to?
yeah.
Like, so hold the fuck on. Like, that shit don't got nothing to do with none of that now. Like, nigga, on the hood, like, you chest poking, so, nigga, it is what it is.
Did you expect the reaction you got as far as the other people that are from them areas? Like, what's Academics homie, you know what I mean, from Carolina?
Oh yeah, what's his name?
He was
The one that touched the kids?
That's Lil Boom.
That's a different
thing. Talk about,
But dude was
dude, buddy with the hat on, man. Go sit your drunk ass down somewhere, bro.
I seen that dude making a video on that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What's going on?
Like, you don't make nothing shake and cackalack.
I have no idea what that dude's name is. I just seen him a little
That was a wild allegation. They just glossed over it. Like, all right, but yeah, you guys' business.
bit over the years, and I'm just like, what, this guy's tough now? Like, holy shit, everybody a gang member now.
They think that I got enough time to argue with everybody. Like, that's not the case. And then it's like, even at that, it's crash dummies around, gang. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it what they don't know, and they did see, it was a gang of homies at your show. You recorded at a studio where the homies frequently go to. You might have been recorded by a homie. You get what I'm saying?
Is it
like, I ain't
possible that
finna
those
just
fools-
say too much. You get what I'm saying? You might have had the homies recording you.
Is it possible that they don't know like what to look for as far as identifying?
They not even worried about that. They worried about Julio Fulio and all that. They don't even know what the other smoke look like. You get what I'm saying? Like, not like that, but I'm not.
So all these statements are going to further fan this already existing flame between Bricc Baby and the ATK, specifically the GMK kid. They are not going to respond well to this because it's going to sound like you're giving praise and in the same hand giving backhanded compliments. I'm not sure exactly what is to be gained out of all this, but I do know that this is going to get uglier than a little bit, for sure. For sure. How do we get here? How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here.
Say they not gangsters, they ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? The element of surprise is crazy. The element of surprise wins the fight damn near every time.
Well, hopefully, this cross country beef could be quelled at some point because
I think it's quick.
yeah, you guys are straight now.
Is it? Because, okay, I felt like, so I was watching like an Instagram story or some shit of the GMK dude talking, and I'm like, oh, this guy, he's pretty entertaining. I like this guy. I'm starting watching his videos. I'm like, oh, okay, this
He is pretty entertaining. Shout out to GMK. I really like his videos too.
is cool. I follow him. He follows me back. Then I watched the Instagram live call between you and him.
Next thing you know, GMK is going to be on No Jumper doing an interview.
And I'm like, okay, now I don't know if
Look at this scripted content play out.
I can fuck with this dude because he's being super disrespectful to Bricc. But then this morning, Remo group chat, me and Laura, hey, can I get some dates for GMK? I'm like, oh, Remo, goddamn, he trying to set Bricc up. What's going on?
I thought that was the play. He was coming down here to holler at me.
Listen, I love it, but I'm just saying, like, I would not set up an interview with him unless I got from you approval. Like, yeah, nah, it's cool. It ain't like that.
He said we was going to come together and we was going to chop it up.
Oh, okay. Because I only watched a half-hour version of the call, but it didn't seem like it ended when you guys ended.
Oh, no, that was the end of the shit. He like, we ain't come fuck with the 60, we don't come pull it down, whatever.
Okay, I don't think I saw that part.
The resolution was that, we got this. He got his stave off, I let it. I just was like, because at the end of the day, me going into the call, y'all mad because I watched the clickbait and said something about it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
On the
I kind of got to give you the floor
Yeah.
to talk. Because the root of the problem, this is what a motherfucker don't understand about a real leader, though. In any situation, a real leader got the whole nation behind you, right? Like certain leaders, right? You got to look for peace in every situation. Every
Look at you, Bricc Mandela.
dispute that you have or a problem, you got to look for peace first. You got to try to resolve it with peace. You don't beg, but if you can't come with a resolution and find the middle ground, then you result in war.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? No matter who you are, if you a leader, pay attention to what I'm telling you. To make sure that your whole nation is not hurt by your emotional decisions, you have to look for peace.
It's bigger than the individual.
All right, well, that's that. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network, man. Some news you can use, so now you can't get in college, big dog. We'll out to the next one. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe for all this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Hit that red dot, slide it to the left to get some more of this good chilling we give it away here at TNN Trap News Network. And y'all know it's free. Avenue Angel, so he's free. We gone.